I don't do very well with ad-libbing, so I wrote some things out. My name is Will Burnett. I have known Barry since we started 5th grade at Albuquerque Academy in 1977, which you can do the math, but that's quite a long time. I don't like to think how long that is. But I think I can remember first meeting Judy at Barry's 11th birthday party at G. Joe's Sundays, and it was on Menaul. It was a really fun place. You could build your own sundae. Your kids would love it. They'd make a huge mess, but it'd be fine. I remember seeing Judy, and I was like, things didn't quite add up. I was like, because I knew Barry, and then you meet Judy, and this was pre-orthodontics for Barry, so it just didn't quite make sense. But Judy was kind of like a brunette Farrah Fawcett. Young people that don't know who that is, you need to Google it and just figure it out. But it just didn't quite add up. But Barry and I have this little rapport where we can kind of make fun of each other, and that's what friends do. And you know, he can insult me if he wanted to, but I have the mic right now, so he can't. So he usually has a witty, snappy comeback, but not right now. My other early memories of Judy were her picking Barry up at Academy in this big black Buick Riviera, which I'm a car fanatic, and Bob always had the best taste in cars. And you know, it was just like, how can that be your mom? But anyway. Judy was, everyone says this, but Judy was definitely somebody that was very easy to talk to. I know she had a degree in counseling, but listening to people was really part of her nature. When I would talk with her, it always felt like she genuinely cared. She wasn't just making small talk. It was like talking to an old friend. And we've said this over and over, but it's really, you know, I feel that way. And it was like she really was listening to you. And I'm repeating what people have already said, but she always had good advice. She really did. But I want to tell a funny story, and this is a story that maybe Barry and Stacy have forgotten, but it's not a big deal, but it was funny. There was a trip that we took to Durango. Barry was driving his Camaro Berlinetta, another gift from Bob, black car, beautiful car, actually. And I think I was in the front seat, Judy and Stacy were in the back seat, and Barry was driving. I'd always known about this sister Stacy, but I'd never really experienced Barry and Stacy together. The trip to Albuquerque is, from Albuquerque to Durango is not long, but it's long enough to be a pretty solid road trip. Anytime with Barry is always going to be a contest of wits, but brother and sister together, this was a whole different ballgame. It's who can insult who, who's funnier. It was one of those road trips where I really don't know if I've ever laughed harder in my life. Judy would say something like that she thought was clever, and then Barry would and Stacy would intervene with some snappy comeback. In her defense, Judy would say something like, you know, lots of people think I'm funny. And Barry might say, lots of people think lots of things. I really didn't say much. I felt bad for Judy, and I felt I should help, but I really didn't want Barry and Stacy unleashing their powers on me. So I stayed quiet, and I just quietly laughed. Judy was very clever and funny, but come on, look at what she was up against, you know? She should have realized this would happen when she and Bob raised such smart children with a sense of humor, and I'm sure she loved every minute of it. My point is, it's not very often that you have a parent that can also be a friend, but Judy was just that. She was a good friend to all of us, and how lucky are we that we had a chance to know her? How lucky are the angels that are with her now?
Thank you so much for doing that.
You can keep that.
I can keep the mic. Oh, I can keep the speech. Now, I have the mic back now, so I do get to retort. But no, thank you, Bill. And you probably, many of you probably heard him give the toast as my best man at our wedding 11 years ago. But I just want to add to that story, because Stacy probably remembers this too. My mom was trying to tell us that she was funny, and Stacy and I just were not giving her that. And she, Barry, Stacy, I am very funny. All the girls in the office think I'm hilarious. And I think one of us said, yeah, but Mom, you're not really one of the big boys, you know? And so, what's this big boys? So Stacy and I started the Big Boy Club, which is pretty much anybody who was funny but my mom. And just to annoy her. But thank you so much, Bill.